Okay, I went to the mailbox, and I have a rural mailbox. And this thing, well, you can't put this in the mailbox and close the door. So the mailman just left it hang out the front of the mailbox. I didn't want to leave that go. I emptied the mailbox and got some mail and came down here. And so I don't know what these things are. It's more fun that way. Whatever it is, there's a lot of them. What the hell are they? Oh, they're little aluminum cases. And things are falling out of them. At least one of them either has a hole in it or I cut it. I cut it. So there should be, and there are. I'll put this one together. We've got an extruded aluminum box with a offset circuit board holder. That's very interesting. It's a rather nice feature. These are flathead screws going into countersunk end plate. Pretty nice. When I ordered these, I was consuming some ethanol. That's what my medical chart says. And I had it in my head maybe I could put a voltage reference in one of these. Almost exactly 3 inches, tiny bit less than 1 inch, and allowing for rounded ends. I don't know, there's 2 3/4, a little less, pretty much 2 3/4, and the flat sided area is about 2 inches. Thought I would cut it under the fold, and look what I did. I cut right through the wire. So I don't know how long these wires are. I have to check the shipping. It's a lot of them. These, I believe, are number 22 stranded wire. And you see, oh well. Okay, number 3. It's some more stranded wire. And then we've got this thing. It's from an individual. There's got to be a better way of shipping these. I don't know whether this guy wants his name and address revealed. He's seller Husker fan 42011. And it's a package of 50, 8-pin dips in a plastic bag. Why he would have not just, well, who knows? I got some 8-pin dips from a domestic seller earlier, a couple of days ago. And they were very expensive compared to this, I remember that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but these machine pins are hollow. So I'd say this is not a machined pin socket. It accepts machined pins, but I think the whole thing was made out of a tube, a very thin tube that probably started out a little less than this in diameter, because I believe this is a flared. And then it was deformed to flare it down here and then reduce the diameter. See, these are not smooth. You hear that? You can almost see the ridges. There we go. See those ridges? And see it's hollow. I guess if I had read it a little more closely, solderless press fit. Is that a manufacturer's name? One Tube of Millimax. I looked them up in the internet. They were $10 for 50. And sure enough, there's the seller, Husker Fan 42011. Yeah. Here's the seller's page for that silicone wire. I bought 22 gauge. I didn't buy green, but I bought, I think, black and red, orange or something. And it's a 20 meter hank, so almost 70 feet for, say, $10. This package has been a long time coming, and it's marked PCB terminal block connector. So it looks like 3 identical bags. One happens to be translucent. This is a printed circuit board mounted connector and a 2-screw polarized fitting. And I must have bought 3 bags of 20 pieces. So that would be 10 connectors. Each there being a piece here and a piece there. So 20 pieces, 10 pair. So they cost, let's see. Well, somehow this message appeared when I printed it out. So it looks like it cost me like $3. I think the shipping was free, but I'm not sure. And it was from Jewelry Base. I've purchased stuff from them before. And that cost say $11. And I know I've recognized that name before. It's a 40 millimeter something. Oh. It's a 40 millimeter. It's a carbide hole saw for impact drilling in concrete or CMU cinder blocks. Now I need to find or make an arbor. Probably have to get one because I can't cut metric threads. It's a domestic package. Wonder how much the post office factored in for people using their envelopes, which I think are free, for packing material. These are some machine pin sockets, and I got them from a domestic seller because I wasn't going to wait. I don't have a price on these. I think this is from Electro Things. It's pretty obvious. So what I ordered, I can see it peeking its head out, are these machined header pins. Eight of these pins, 4 and 4, will fit into my surface mount adapter board, my surface mount to dip. And in order to hold these things in perfect alignment, I thought I would use these machined sockets, stick the machine pins in them. That way, although if I just cut off a section of 4, they would be aligned in parallel and vertically. But I wanted to make sure they were all vertical, and I think that sticking the pins in here, putting the SMD board on top of it, and at least soldering the 8 dip pins would be more accurate. So what did they give me? They gave me 2 teeny, push buttons. Latching switches. Oh, okay, these are probably out of a XY joystick. You mount them at right angles to each other, and it's a little spring return and a 42. I don't know how many pins this would be. That's my free sample. Those 4 headers were sold under this tag. They came 4 pieces for $11. So that's $2.50 per header. I'm sure I could have done better in China, but who wants to wait for China? I've looked for this for a long time. This appears to be paired red and black, silicone insulated. It's not silicone wire. They're like good old-fashioned zip cord, only it's color-coded. I'll see if we can open this package without cutting. The last time I did it this way, I ended up cutting the wire. Feels like silicone. Well, it's not bad, but this would be great for making paired red and black test leads. So this is 22 gauge, and I guess I ordered 10 meters for $10.63. I also noticed that this is often referred to in eBay as aerial cable. Daily Gifts. And you can see they claim to have up to 12 gauge